What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, Nets1, JMP, coming at ya with reaction, you feel me? James Harden traded to Nets. Big three, Durant and Kyrie. 2021-2020 NBA season. So, wow, guys. Big trade. Biggest trade since the Anthony Davis trade, no doubt. But this one's honestly a little bit more intense, you feel me? Because it's multiple teams. So before the GOAT, Chris Move, gives us this video, I'm going to explain the trade, okay? So, the Houston Rockets are getting 4 first-round picks from the Sixers. They're getting Ben Simmons, Tyrese Maxey, who just dropped 39 a couple games ago. Not against the Miami Heat, though. And then they're getting... They got Karis LeVert and then traded him to the Pacers. And then they're getting Victor Oladipo. And then you got the Cavs in the trade. They get Tyron Prince. They get Jarrett Allen. And then they send... I don't know who they send. So hopefully Chris Move explains it. It's a big trade. It's a very intense trade. And yeah, we're going to see what happens.
Wow, this trade actually happened. We were joking about...
And man, as a Miami Heat fan, bro, I am kind of a little mad. But as a Heat fan, I want to run it back. But so far, COVID has stopped the team from running it back. They didn't really look like they were a top competitor really in the beginning, but we have to wait till like the playoffs to really judge the Heat, because that's when they turn up. But James Harden could have helped. I want Bradley Beal, man. As a Heat fan, I need Bradley Beal, man.
It's at the start of the season, but the Brooklyn Nets, they're gonna acquire James Harden.
I can't believe they got James Harden and are keeping Kyrie
to join Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving.
I wonder how the Pacers are going to end out, though. Is Karis LeVert going to ball out?
To form the next big three.
Wow.
And Houston is getting a ton of compensation. Look at this.
And Houston, I meant Brooklyn still has roster spots to fill out. It's crazy.
The Rockets are going to acquire 4 first-round picks and 4 pick swaps. They're going to get Karis LeVert, Jarrett Allen, Taurean Prince as part of the package.
Yeah.
Then the Cleveland Cavaliers joined the trade. So the Cavs, they're going to get Jarrett Allen and Taurean Prince.
Yeah.
But then they're going to send Dante Exum to also go over to the Houston Rockets.
That's not really that good.
Last but not least, the Indiana Pacers are joining the trade. The Houston Rockets are then going to trade Karis LeVert to the Indiana Pacers to get Victor Oladipo. So Oladipo's on the Rockets after all of this. Very interesting, because Oladipo, he's got that expiring contract, so they can decide if they want to keep him or move on. And this deal, it kind of sounds like it's still not complete. There might be some more players that get moved around, but this is crazy.
It is.
When you look at the Nets, their team, they still have everybody on the team. They have Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie. They've got DeAndre Jordan, Joe Harris, Landry Shamet, Tyler Johnson, Jeff Green.
Tyler Johnson, bro. Shout out Tyler Johnson from Miami.
Spencer
and Phoenix, bro.
Dinwiddie. They didn't really trade that much. They got rid of a lot of picks. Don't get me wrong, but
they really did.
Roster, that lineup, they still have a lot of...
Miami didn't want him. Miami didn't want Harden, I feel like. Miami could have easily got Harden, bro. No way.
Talent coming off the bench. This is an absolute dangerous trade for the rest of the league. The Nets are going to be tough. Wow, I can't believe it. This is some cheat.
I'm rooting for LeBron James, though. You feel me? If Miami gets knocked out, it's all about LeBron James for me, man. I'm going to be rooting for LeBron. Favorite athlete of all time. Rest up, Kobe. Dog introduced me to basketball. I wouldn't have started watching without Kobe. But when I started watching, LeBron was my favorite ever since, so...
The Philadelphia 76ers, they could have acquired James Harden, but they didn't want to trade Ben Simmons, Tyrese Maxey, and also Thibault. They didn't want to part ways with those young players to get Harden.
Thibault would have been tough.
It's crazy because Kevin Durant is already hated. He's one of the most hated players, and now with this trade,
Facts.
James
That's facts.
Harden to form this big three.
Look at Kobe White, man.
We're never going to hear the end of this. Wow. You know that LeBron James, he's probably looking at this trade like, what?
Wow.
Why? But hey,
Wow.
I mean, I guess he can't really complain because he got Anthony Davis, and that was not really a smart trade that the Pelicans made because it led to a straight championship in the very first year. The Nets have to be the favorites now. If they don't get it done with this big three, that's going to be embarrassing.
Bro, if LeBron James beats this Nets team,
Still can't believe the trade went
if
through.
LeBron James beats this Nets team,
I can't believe that they were able to get Harden and still
that's going to be a hell of a finals, bro. It should be the finals. I hope Miami can pull it off.
keep Kyrie and Durant
They can pull it off. Don't get me wrong. They can.
and all those other guys on the team. This is unbelievable. This is one of the biggest trades
For real.
in the last decade
For
in
real.
NBA history. Really, we'll see
For
what
real.
happens.
For real.
Let me know what you
Anthony Davis trade, it wasn't as complex as this.
think about this, cheese, in the comment
It's some
section below.
cheese.
And also, go ahead and rate the Rockets. Did they do a good job, in your opinion? Did they get enough? Is it worth it, considering that
Did the Rockets get enough? I mean, I feel like, yeah. I do feel personally like this is not a bad trade for Harden. It is not a bad trade. You set up the future pretty well getting those draft picks for number one. And number two, bro, just hearing the interviews of these players, like, they weren't playing as a team. They needed to play as a team. John Wall was talking about that. They needed to get together and just play as a team. And if they can, bro, they can compete. You feel me? So if Ben Simmons, Victor Oladipo, if these guys come in, they can compete and they can like not compete, but if they can like play together, if they can have good chemistry, play as a team, get together, you feel me? They can compete. So yeah, that's what I'm saying.
they might just give the Nets a championship?
Rockets, I'm looking forward to seeing what we're going to get from the Rockets. You feel me? It looks like they're going to be, essentially, they could maybe turn out to be like a Thunder-like team. How they're like under the radar good. Thunder are under the radar good, man.
The new Make It Splash.
Let me know. Down below. On the road, okay. Grande stop. Not today. About.